I'm not making any of this up. Years ago, whenever I really started to believe how my perception is all how real this stuff truly is. I have been just wondering if one of these days, maybe after the calamity happens, if these guys aren't just going to pull, like in the Scooby-Doo, man, pull their mask off and this is what's underneath. Because this is the same thing as this. This is the race. The Bible calls them terrors. The Quran calls them the jinn. The Emerald Tablets talks about them. They use the glamour to hypnotize people and to pull over this. We're you, but we're not, because they look like us, but this is really what they look like underneath their human form. This reptilian stuff is reference to the old race, to the ancient ones, who are the ones that are running, that are behind the scenes, pulling the strings and giving the plans and all of that. And so if you read the Necronomicon, so far that's the best book that's talked about it. There's two races, basically. There's the ancient ones and there's the elder ones. The ancient ones are the old bad guys, basically, and the elder ones are the newer good guys. So they're the ancient ones. This is just reference to the old race pulling their shit with their plans. Okay? Now just listen to this crap.
Listen up, people. I know a thing or two about extinction. And let me tell you, and you'd kind of think this would be obvious, going extinct is a bad thing. And driving yourselves extinct? In 70 million years, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. At least we had an asteroid.
There's the asteroid again, right? There's that again.
We're headed for a climate disaster. And yet every year governments spend hundreds.
And so this is a bunch of nonsense, just like this. This thing knew it was out there brainwashing you, hypnotizing you, talking bullshit, just like this thing. Because these volcanoes, you got to be kidding me. With what you got with going on in La Palma, just in one day, that thing is doing what we couldn't do in 10,000 years as humans damage. Like, this is an absolute joke. But remember, the guy who was like one of the real top dogs at CNN said that that's their next thing, is to scare people with this climate change, because whenever this stuff starts happening, they can lock you down and say, well, we got to do this and we got to do that and we got to do this. And so it's just another pandemic measure, but now they're going to be able to blame it on the climate, which is unbelievable, because people don't know that this is all part of a scientific cycle. I mean, supernatural too, of course, and it's all spiritual as well. But what I'm saying is, there's nothing, it's all very easily scientifically explained what's happening with the weather and the climate and all of that. This is all part of the sun and the cosmic rays and the stuff that comes through from the other side, the other dimensions and all that shit. But here we go, more of that asteroid and this shit. But look, they're making it very obvious. Just like with the pandemic, okay? It's your choice, which is why they have don't choose extinction. Even though they say that subconsciously, our mind doesn't process negatives. So this literally means choose extinction, because they are death, all right? But they're letting everyone know, you have a choice. You can follow this nonsense and go their way, because this asteroid's coming, this calamity's coming, and their system is going to rise unless you take yourself out of it, overthrow it, or build your own. And this has happened in history before. It's been the best of times, and it's been the worst of times. While Babylon was going on, there was Crete, what's known as Crete, Greece. It's not like Crete, Greece today, but it's over there in that area. That place, no military, chicks run around topless, complete utopia, while right across the Mediterranean, right across the pond, Babylon, just like today, all where we're experiencing now, lockdown, Nazi-style shit, happened at the same time. And so they're letting you know, with all this weird-ass shit, you've literally got a choice of which city you want to live in. And see here, right here, we like the cube. Some people do. Some people love this restriction. Some people love this lockdown. Some people love all this stuff. They love having, just like, that's why there are people in the military, I'm not making it up, and they have admitted it. They love it. They love being told what time to wake up, what to do. They love being controlled. It's all part of the evolutionary process. What my problem is with the people who pretend that they don't know what's going on, and they absolutely consciously choose the bad side, choose the extinction side, choose the cube side, and then they play victim when they get bit by the snake. Trump, I'm not trying to make fun of people, but Trump supporters are the best example, because that guy even came out and said, "You knew I was a snake when you picked me up," and then all these crybabies, "Oh, we didn't get what we were promised." I mean, that's what bothers me. And there are so many people on YouTube that are, just because their life didn't turn out well, they're like, "Well, I'm just going to live this fake story of I'm on this journey and I'm chasing people and I'm saving." Just make it up because your life didn't work out. And then so you can go on and you're going for views and you want people to be sympathetic and you're the victim. And I mean, this is just ridiculous. And if you can't see that right now, then that's what they're trying to tell you. Then you're going to get your extinction like you want, because you like the cube. It's your choice. I just wish we didn't have to hear from the crybabies so much. It's like, Trump, you knew I was a snake when you picked me up, man. I mean, you're really going to blame the guy? Oh, my goodness. But well, get ready for another spin. Because you haven't learned your lesson yet. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. What you're in right now, it's real simple. Listen to me. You're in a battle between your head and your heart. It's very, very easy to tell which one to listen to. Your heart's going to want to do something, and your head is going to tell you a bazillion and one reasons why you should not and do not. And oh my gosh, if you do that, world-ending event. And then your head will tell your heart to do something, and you'll immediately go, "I don't want to do it. I don't want to jump into bed with this guy. I don't want to jump into bed with this girl. No, it's cool. Just go along with it. It'll be totally fine. Just listen to me. It's totally cool." That's how it works. You'll be told, one will tell you a million reasons why you should do something, and one will tell you a million reasons why you shouldn't do something. And everyone knows the hard choice is always the one to make. It's not easy doing the good thing or the right thing. Anyone will tell you that. But that's the problem. But you make your choice. You make it consciously. You can't blame voices. You can't blame other people. You can't blame other forces. You make that choice. Just like we all have. We all, just like that movie says, we all are alone, believe it or not, but we don't act like an asshole. I showed. I'm not going to get into it. You don't know what I'm talking about. It's fine. Love is here. Love just wants unity. Love just wants harmony. And hopefully one day people will understand and realize that that's more important than this control and fear. At least we had an asteroid. Well, I tell you what, I tell you what, I think this guy's Frankie the dinosaur. Frankie, that's great. Well, Frankie, I tell you what, I'll make you a deal, bud. If that volcano in La Palma don't stop in a week, I'm going to draft up legislation. I'm going to call my councilman, and we're going to draft up legislation how to tax the shit out of that volcano. And I'll be the one that goes up, and I will knock on the volcano's door, and I'm going to say, "Look, you don't knock this shit off. Here comes the law at your ass. I'll deliver it. Hand deliver it. Straight to it, all right?" Idiots. Don't choose extinction, because you've got to be told that. Because you can't figure it out on your own. You got to have a catchy hashtag to make sure it leads you in the right way. Don't choose extinction. You need to be told that. Oh boy. What have you done for love today? Nothing with that kind of attitude, huh?